day one, a violent vertical edge setter.
I see some gas off the edge. Get that mindset to put your shoulder on somebody. Dig, trust. You're finished. Hey, first down. This is a weird game. Worse than that side.
All right, man. What's happening? Dude, what a night. We're just cooking with Crisco. GreenBean here. Welcome to the After Hours Jets Fest, where we take off all our clothes and see what happens, right? That's what we do here, right? Everybody's naked. That's the deal that we have. And then slowly but surely, I take one thing off, and then you guys say, stop! Put your friggin' clothes back on, you old bastard. That's what happened every week. We do this every single week. Hey, man, it's good to see you guys. There he is, Indy Jets. Indy Jets, long time. Dude, we've been hanging out with Indy Jets for years now. It's good to see you, and thank you for being the newest stream beaner, guys. I added the new emoji. You know what YouTube told me? So I keep telling you guys, YouTube, for whatever reason, I don't know where the wisdom in this is, but they limit how many benefits I can give to you guys until I get a certain tier, right? So when I get 10 subscribers or members, then they let me do this. Then I get 15, then they let me do this. It's weird. I don't understand it, but I have like quite literally another 25 emojis waiting to come on deck. Like, that's literally the truth, right? So, and I had them, I went to Fiverr and had that, I hired a girl to make some, and then Ryan made me some. My wife and I made some. So all that. So we got a bunch of subscribers the other day. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. A bunch of members the other day, and they gave me one more emoji, the bastards. One? I thought it was going to be 3. So they gave me one. This is the newest one that we added here. Let's see where it is. All right. This is the newest one. Boop, boop, boop. Right there. You see GreenBean Jets fan. That's the new one. So, hey, I hope you guys like it. But yeah, I have a whole bunch on deck. So, hey, Indy Jets, thank you, my good friend. I appreciate it. And yeah, man. So look, what the hell is going on out here in Jetsland? What are we doing? We let Nate Herbig go, which I don't love. I have to be, no, it's not the end of the world, right? But I don't love the fact that we just kind of let Nate Herbig go. A couple years ago, it was a similar scenario, but not quite as big as this one. I think Herbig, he's young, and he's proven that he can start in the NFL, right? And he's more than likely still on the ascend, right? Like, the young guys, it takes them some time to really become who they're going to be. So I don't like that. But a couple of years ago, there was Elfline. Remember, we stole Elfline. We grabbed Elfline from I think it was the Vikings, maybe? Hold on. We grabbed Elfline from the Vikings, and then he was really good for us. And then we let him go. The Panthers gave him more than we were willing to pay him. Nobody thought he was going to get a contract like that. It was like $8 or $9 million a year, something along those lines. And he went down there. But Nate Herbig, I think, is even better. He's better than Elfline. And I don't love that we let him go, guys. I have to be honest. Indy Jets, I want to hear what you think about that. Matthias Simon reminding everybody, just hit the thumbs up, the milk thumbs when you come in. Milk thumbs. There we go. Mr. Prickle Pants is here. So losing him is a bummer. Who else did we lose? There was someone else, I think. But the good news is Connor McGovern. It's the wrong Connor McGovern. Everybody's all nervous about losing Connor McGovern, but it wasn't our Connor McGovern, thankfully. Now, I don't know if we like him, want him, or not, but it's still nice to have options, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I hate when it's like done. We can't make, we can't. Like, here's the thing. Like, if Joe Douglas, the word is on the street, we were trying to get Brendel from the Niners. That was the guy we wanted, the center. We wanted him. He re-signed with the 49ers. So now he's gone. Now, what if we're trying to get a few? Pochik is gone as well from the Browns. He was the guy I liked best. If we were going to do free agents, he was the guy I liked. But he's gone. So maybe, just maybe, it's like, all right, we were thinking of moving on from Connor McGovern, but maybe we re-sign him for a year or two. You give him a 2-year contract, and then you use your 3rd-round pick for Weipler anyway. Again, why not? Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. And then you just let that happen. So that's an interesting one. Yeah, I see Money Mitch saying Herbie's gone. Yep, Herbie's gone, guys. He went to the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 years. So, I mean, good for him, right? He was a scrap heap guy just a year ago. Scrap heap, waiver wire. And Joe Douglas got him. I'm going to have Jonathan Francois. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, I'm going to have to take a late lunch tomorrow to watch McAfee at work. Right. Tomorrow is no joke. Going to be the best day of my Jets fandom. Yeah, dude, look, Jonathan, and I think most of us will agree, there's a very good chance that that's where it happens. Aaron Rodgers does not want Schefter and Rappaport to be the guys that break it. Dude, they corner the market. It's like fucking Ticketmaster. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Live Nation. Like, I just want to buy my ticket. And, like, you go get a ticket now, you see all the fees. It's like, you got the ticket price. They say, oh, $78 to sit here. You go, okay, well, I'll buy that. By the time you check out, it's $144. What the hell happened? Well, you got this fee, you got that fee, you got the convenience cost, you got this, the $3 for that. And it's like, that's all because there's nowhere else to get it. You got to go through these guys. They took over. 25 years ago, 30 years ago, it wasn't that way. There were all sorts of ticket companies. Not anymore. So Rappaport and Schefter kind of cornered the market. So Aaron Rodgers is saying, screw that. I don't like that. So he is going to give it to somebody he wants to give it to. You saw Rossini has information. You saw Trey Wingo has some information. But Aaron Rodgers has told us, if it's Schefter or Rappaport, what they're saying is speculation. They know nothing about me. Hey, Paul Boy Green Esden in the house. What's up? Paul's going to be our guest this week on the Thursday Thick of It. I'll tell you what, Boy Green has been on the forefront this whole last week of breaking stuff and, just putting that stuff out there, man, right away. He's got insiders on. Paul's doing a bang-up job throughout this Aaron Rodgers situation. He does a great job all the time, of course, but particularly in the scenario that we are currently living in, this paradigm, Boy Green's crushing it. And I highly recommend giving him a subscribe and a follow and a thumbs up and a milk thumb, just like everybody else does over here. We got to see Boy Green get some subscribers out of this. He's awesome. And I can't wait to have Paul on the show, the Thursday Thick of It this week. We're going to talk about, I plan to talk about, I'm going to ask him all about what it was like being chosen for the Jets documentary on Jets Twitter. It was him and Richie and the whole bunch, and NYJ Mike and Matt and the Christy Levitas, forgive me, the one who texted the Jets or tweeted every single day for like 70 days to re-sign Braxton Berrios. Amazing. We're an amazing fan base, guys. We really, really are. And I love it. So Paul's at the forefront of all that. He says, I didn't think Nate Herbig was going to come back because the Jets had 2 lockdown starters in AVT and Lakin. That was something we discussed as well. Like, is he okay with just being that backup, right, Paul? Like, he wants a chance to start. Why? Well, you get to play, you get to make your name, and you get a little bit of a cash-o. So you get a little bit of that as you move through your career as well. I think that's it's very well said. I was still hoping, though. You know what I mean? Like we said, options. You still want it to happen. It's like going into this offseason, it was like, I'm pretty sure that Connor McGovern is a goner. Now, the other side of it, I'm pretty sure the Jets would like to upgrade from Connor McGovern. He's good, he's fine, but he's not great. And truth be told, he's an easy upgrade, in my opinion. It's easy to get worse too, but he's an easy upgrade. But now here we are, it's like you still kind of like the option. If you can't get the guys you want, you'd like to at least have Connor McGovern, who again is not terrible. I'm not saying he's terrible, but anywho, it's nice that he's still out there, at least for us, right? Who knows what we do? The main cat's checking in. Thank you, buddy. He says, GreenBean, you are the best. Well, thank you, dude. I've been a fan for a long time. You inspired me to make my own channel. Thank you so much for your positivity and epicness. Well, main catch, tell me what your channel is, dude. Well, I'll even watch a video of yours right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? Tell me your channel name. We'll all take a brief second and look at the main catch. You've been here with us for years, dude. I'm happy to support you. And thank you. Snowball says, do we still have Dr. Blocker? Technically, no, right? He signed a 1 year, I believe. And so not even, because it was half of the season. I believe he's a free agent. I'd have to look. It's all smearing together for me. Dom C's checking in. What's up, Dom? Good to see you. Herbig, $4.5 million a year and the chance to start at right guard. Can't blame him. Absolutely. I agree. Just like Boy Green was saying, it's going to be hard with our locked-in starters, AVT and Laken Tomlinson. And Laken Tomlinson looks like they might be wanting him here for even longer, right? Who knows? All right, Ryan King checking in. Thank you, Ryan. You're awesome, by the way, man. You give a lot of support, and I appreciate that. Let's break GreenBean's record for the most liked video ever. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me tell you, dude. Well, thank you, and I'm totally in. I'm full support for that. But the last, the Talking Jets panel that we were all just on, guys. Yeah, I mean, we had like over 1,000 likes, approaching 1,100 likes. We had over 10,000 views in that 2 hours. That's amazing. It's amazing. That's the best show, in my opinion. I mean, of course, I'm biased, and we all do great things. I love my shows, my Thursday Thick of It. I love my weekly podcast and all that shit. But the Talking Jets panel is special for me. You know what I mean? From my vantage point, it's the one that I look at like it's like the centerpiece. You know what I mean? Of the whole show, the whole week. Indie Jets checking back in says, I feel the same about Herbie that I do with Mike White. Happy they were part of the Jets and glad they are doing well for themselves. Mike White, right? And Paul Boy Green Esden's checking in with Mike White too. That's the other guy I was thinking of. Thank you. Thank you both. And look, who doesn't like Mike White? Unless you're like a complete Zach Homer and you looked at Mike White as like a threat to your feelings. How do you not like him? I mean, he came out of nowhere and he threw for 400 and change against the Bengals, right? 5 touchdowns, whatever the hell it was. He caught a touchdown in that game. Then he looks really good in Indy and gets hurt. And it started the whole thing. He comes in the Bears, looks really good. Like, he has shown that he can play at an NFL level and at a high NFL level. The problem with Mike White, as we know, is his ability to stay healthy, or inability, right? Lack thereof. His lack of ability to stay healthy is a problem, man. I think he had 5 injuries and 8 starts. Like, that's rough. Rough, dude. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's ever happened before. So, but that doesn't mean that he can't turn it around. It doesn't mean that that's all just bad luck and everything. And the Dolphins, the whole Skylar Thompson thing. Remember last year we were hearing all this shit about Skylar Thompson? They thought Skylar Thompson was going to be what Brock Purdy ended up being. That's what they thought. Now, you can't blame them. It's fine. We all like to think that stuff. We all hope. But he was not that. It's very, very different than what Brock Purdy's situation was, right? So now I was just talking to a Miami Dolphins friend of mine before. Look at this. So I'll just tell you. So look, he's right here. I literally said, he said, better backup than Skyler. You see, and what do? I say, you don't love Skyler anymore? What happened, buddy? And I say, what? Oh, but everyone loved him last year. You see, I'm busting my Dolphin fan friends' balls. You see that? Oh, but I thought you loved him because I heard it. I bust balls out there. I'm fucking busting balls. And because he was saying Mike White is better than Skyler. So that's, I think, when you look at it for what it is, Mike White's a damn good signing for them, and good for Mike White. $8 million, dude. $8 million a year. I like it. Stanley, what's up, Stanley, man? He says, just adds fuel to the rivalry with the Dolphins that Mike White is backing up Tua. Absolutely. What do you guys think about? What do you go? Tigo says it was 6 injuries in 8 games. And it's just the craziest thing. I don't think it's ever happened that way before. A guy who was given every opportunity to steal the job and could have. The team loved him, everything, right? They're wearing Mike F. and White shirts and all that stuff. But it's like he couldn't stay healthy no matter what you did. And then look, and the guys who were fully supportive of Mike White believed he was the guy, saying, look, all those injuries, they're freak. They're all freak. He hit his finger on a helmet. That happens all that happens. It's very hard for their fingers to take it, right? You see that stuff all the time. You got the hit from Milano. Who the hell wouldn't? Whose ribs wouldn't break? That was like the most perfect form tackle that we've seen in the NFL all year. It was, it sucks that it was us, but it was flawless, perfect, textbook. That's what you see. And he got walloped. So who wouldn't, right? There's all those things. I get it, but it still shows, at least up to this point, that he has a major issue staying healthy. Now they're betting on the idea that, that was, that was all in the past. He got it all out of his system, so to speak. That's what they're counting on. Now, like, talking about Tua real quick. Jim Dandy says he was a Hall of Fame. It's right, he is. Mike White is our Hall of Famer. Talking about Tua, the Dolphins have a very studly team, right? There's lots of talent on the Dolphins. And then even last year, like, don't forget, man, they traded for Bradley Chubb. They just traded for Jalen Ramsey. Like, there is talent all over that roster. They are going for it, man. Tyreek Hill and Waddle and all these guys. So they're going for it. But Tua, look, in the beginning of the year, there were rumblings of him being in the MVP conversation. The MVP. And then we saw the one concussion, the freak. Remember that one? It was like terrifying. No, well, the first one, they brought him back in the Buffalo game and the whole thing. And then that's where all the ridicule came from. But then there was the other one. And we were actually on the Thursday thick of it when it happened. When he did the thing with his fingers. Dude, that was terrifying. That shows you just like how important your fucking brain is, your nervous system, right? So he had 3 documented, 3 concussions that caused him to sit, maybe more that he wasn't caused to sit. But so Mike White being their backup is they're kind of saying we trust him to be the starter for any length of time, because Tua, how long can they really keep, how long can he start? Like, if he gets another, let's say it's week 3, and I hope this doesn't happen, God forbid, but let's say he gets a concussion week 3. Do we go through the whole thing again? I mean, that's now 4. You know what I mean? I mean, at what point does the NFL say, dude, we can't? Like, does he sign a waiver saying, I don't give a shit about my personal health, I supersede any rules, I want to, my desires supersede your rules. You can't make me not play. I promise never to sue, or what? Can he do that? I don't know. Randilla says, poor White got folded like a lawn chair. Absolutely. You want to hear what's funny, Randilla? I made up that saying when I was in 7th grade, so it just spread around the country. Fold you like a lawn chair. I said it to a kid in a fight. I was in 7th grade, so that's 1980, whatever, 84, 80, 85, something like that. So I made it. You don't know that, but it just spread around. It was so good. It spread around the world. And then I even had a buddy who was a professional wrestler, and he went into there and spread it in there. That's what happened. That's all. That's an old green bean, Randilla. I don't know if you knew that. Everybody's going to say, bullshit. I know, but I'm telling you, I made it. 1980 something. You try to find one that predates 1985. You find that, I'll what's the word I'm looking for? Not succeed. I'll relinquish my claim. How's that? Jets show, where you been, dude? Taking a break in the offseason, I see. The Jets show hasn't been popping up as often. It's good to see you, buddy. Timmy Lamb Jones is here. Don't let OBJ ruin what I know, dude. I really hope that we don't do the OBJ thing. I really do. And look, his talent can't be denied. Nobody's saying he's not talented, right? Knows how to get open. All those things. But everything else, like Matt was saying, the injuries, he has 2 ACL injuries, season-ending injuries. He was a free agent all last year. Nobody signed him. Now, that's partially because of the injuries, and that's partially because he's a complete asshole. You know, teams don't want him. Dude, the Cleveland Browns cut him mid-season. They didn't get anything. Just get out of here. Get off our team. And they traded for him. I think with guys like Elijah Moore, with Garrett Wilson, I'm not too worried about becoming a punk. But you bring in a figure like OBJ, and it could very easily turn negative, in my opinion. Now, I don't presume to know the guy, but still. Fat Gandalf, what's up, buddy? Thank you. He says, Bean, I'm a Packers shareholder and have signed off on the Rodgers trade. You heard it from me first. Hey, that's, you guys know that, right? The Packer fans, they have ownership in the team. It's amazing. What a cool thing. That's the way to run a damn team, man. I really love that. I appreciate that. That said, are you real? Did you do that? Did you whatever impact you have as that little 1% shareholder? Did you put it out there? Hey, man, I'm good. Send them over there. I hope you did. That's what I like to see. Main Cat's checking back in, but thank you, Fat Gandalf. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the shout out, Bean. I'm really in favor of the Jets getting Quincy back. Well, we did, right? So you're happy with that one, but I'd still like to get a developmental starter in the draft. Like, all right, so linebacker. Did you put a link in here, Main Catch? I didn't catch it. Ooh, no pun intended. Oh, look, Tigo says that the hit that Milano put on Mike White was the exact same hit that ended Tigo's football career in high school. Interesting. I don't know if I didn't see it. Maybe Jeremy's in here. What's up, Jets Chaos? If you see the Main Catches link, can you throw it in here for me? So I'd like to support him if I can. But yeah, Quincy, dude. All right. Here's the thing. Here's what I think. And I'm being completely honest, forthcoming. I'm not like being melodramatic or facetious or anything. I honestly believe that Sherwood is ready to start. Now, Robert Saleh is on record saying Sherwood is that dude. He said he belongs. He said, trust me, he belongs. So when you hear stuff like that, like an openly declared nod from the coach, he's not saying, well, he's getting better. And, he's not the same old bullshit. He made it a point to say he's the real deal. Now, if he didn't get injured, the Achilles thing his rookie year, maybe we all know that because he had the opportunity to start, right? But they didn't. They still brought in guys, whatever. But he's on special teams, guys, right? He's second in impact only to our Pro Bowl special teamer, Hardy. It's the only guy ahead of him. He has second in tackles and impact and all that shit. But then on top of that, guys, when he comes into the game, he makes every tackle. He's like almost a truly sideline to sideline guy. Now, he's not to say that he's flawless, but he's an exciting player, man. And I think the more that you have him out there, he's pretty good in coverage, at least what we've seen. We haven't seen too much, but he's a little faster, a little bit quicker, younger legs, all that kind of stuff. But I think the Jets might really be thinking, we got our guy. And then, like the main catch is saying, you use your 4th round pick, maybe 3rd, whatever it is, depending on what we got to give up for Aaron Rodgers. And you bring in a linebacker like that we can develop in the same way that we developed Jamie and Sherwood. And don't forget, Hamza Nasruddin is here as well. Hamza Nasruddin was a fantastic player in college, man. He was very good. And don't forget, we have the other dude. What the hell's his name? Shit. What's his name, Dom? Oh my God. I got to look it up. I can't. I'm like so far from it. I'm not going to find it. Jets roster. Let me see what's going on today. Everybody alone. All right, here we go. Let me find our practice squad. Where is it? Where is it? What the hell is going on? Why can't I find the practice squad? Let me see. Let me see. New York Jets. I can't believe I can't find it. It's like it's in my head. If I have it, I'll just stop this madness. Let me see here. Strevler, Black, Irvin Charles, Calvin, Yaboa, Glaze. This is old. Let me see. Yeah. This is not it. Let me see. Jets sign Vikings line. Bar. No, that's not the one. Why are you showing me that shit? That's not the one I want. It's all Anthony Barr stuff when you do that. Chaz Surratt. Dom's texting me. He's like, stop, look. I'm telling you the answer. Surratt. Thank you, Dom C. Thank you, Dom C. He's a good guy, that Dom C. Well, yeah, so we still have Chaz Surratt, who's another one. Very good prospect coming out. Well, a lot of us liked him. And he was a 3rd round pick of the Vikings. The new regime came in. They literally got rid of they got rid of their 1st round pick, their 2 3rd round picks. They said, fuck it, get them all out of here. Kellen Mond, you're gone. Wyatt Davis, you're out. They just got rid of them all. Jets went right in and signed them. So we have him too. So we have some linebackers here. But again, that doesn't mean that it's not a good idea to take a mid to late round pick and get him in there. Let me see. Yeah, Dom, thank you. It's cloudy because of the light, the particular light setting I have on right now. After a while, my eyes, I can't do it. You know what I mean? It's so bright, it gives me a headache. So this is now, as far as today, I did an hour and a half earlier. We just did 2.5 over there. Now we're already here for 40 minutes. So it just starts to get, thank you. I appreciate you saying that, but I know exactly what it is. It's grainy, right? It's a little grainy. That's what we call that. Grainy, but it's good enough for tonight. We're hanging. I appreciate it though. Dom's a good dude, man. Dom C, he's so friendly. He's a super friendly good. Hey, Jeremy is saying, main catch, go ahead and drop the link in the chat again. I might not let you do a link, but tell us what your YouTube channel is or whatever. And if you want us to see it, if you're not ready, that's fine too. But Go ahead and do that. Jeremy will repost it, and then I'll be able to. We'll go over there. We'll look at some shit. We'll go take a look, man. Why not? BG the Kid checking in. Thank you, buddy. He says, first time checking in with you today, Green Bean. So is Rodgers happening or what? It's got to be yes. What are we doing at center? What about the 13th pick? I also hope we keep Zach Wilson. That's a lot in there, BG the Kid. Let me say this. Thank you for checking in. It's nice to see you. As you know, I happen to like you. But he says, was Rodgers? I think Rodgers is happening. I do believe at this moment that it's all designed to be announced on the first day of free agency, not the tampering window, but the first day of free agency, 1 hour in on his friend's show, right? We know Pat McAfee and Rodgers are actually real life friends. He goes on there every week during the season, so it's a very comfortable place for him. And he controls his own narrative, and he gives it the breaking story. So the benefit will go to somebody he cares about instead of some fucking guy who's steamrolling everybody and stealing all the agents and all the stories like a Rappaport or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with Rappaport, but I see it. I get it. And so that's what I think. I think tomorrow's the day, guys. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and we'll readjust and we'll talk about that. But that's what I think. Center, I don't know. I think we might see Connor McGovern brought back for a year. I think he's asking for a lot right now. So I think he thought he was the number one center prospect in this year's free agent class, and that's potentially true. He's up there. He's among the top centers in this free agent class. So I think he might have, remember, Spot Track had his value at 14 per. I think it was 13 or 14 per. And if he's asking for 13 and they're going 8, it's going to take a second. You know, it takes a second for those things to adjust. Somebody's got to come, like, you know, look, they get an injury and then they get desperate and then they pay what he wants. Or everybody's fine and he's sitting home and he's got to take something. You don't want to sit home. I'll take the 8 million. Like, well, now it's 6. Yeah, all right, I'll take the 6. You know what I mean? So, and I think we are keeping Zach Wilson. I think the whole thing that they're saying, BG, is real. You know, they're going to try to develop him. Leo checking in. Green Bean, you're my fave. Thanks for all you do. Much green heart loving. Yeah, man. Let me know when you get your shirt. Leo was our shirt winner a couple weeks ago. And two Thursday thick-of-its ago. And he picked his shirt. We sent it out. It's going to be great. You're going to feel these shirts are fantastic. Again, guys, I want to tell you, a lot of people just use whatever shirt thing. Like YouTube only deals with a couple companies. They'll only let you use a couple companies. So for a while, I didn't have my shelf on YouTube because that company, I used them, and literally I got no less than, I think it was 5 complaints that in the first 2 washings, the emblems were coming off, like all the graphics were coming off the shirt. I got samples from them to see what's up, and this happened to us. I have a gray shirt. You can see the outline. So we even got Fulltime Coaster Tour shirts, and we got Green Bean shirts. Every single shirt that was made by that company is the graphics are gone. So I said, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to send people merch from a shitty company. I'm not. I just can't. It's like, it's not a good look. So we went around, we tried sample this, sample that, and I got a really good company. And then I figured out how to get them on the YouTube shelf through Shopify. That YouTube does Shopify. So I had to do a whole thing. And by me, I mean my wife. She's significantly smarter than I am. And, but yeah, so I can't wait till you get the shirt. Super soft and it lasts forever. I've been wearing my shirts for a long time. I wear them. Sometimes I sleep in them, wake up, fucking wear them again. You know, that's how I do on weekends. That's how I roll. But yeah, you're going to love it. I appreciate you being here, buddy. The main catch checking back. There's everybody telling me Chaz Surratt, New York Jets fan 4. Franco, Caniglione, Jets forever. Everybody had it. It's funny when you can't think of something, everybody else can. It's just I don't know why it happens like that. You just can't remember for the life of you. But thank you all, you guys. Let's see. There's Dom C saying it. Franco again. People saying Marcel Harris. Nope. But all right, the main catch checking back in. He says, at the main catch. Thanks, GreenBean. Much love, brother. So are you the main catch on YouTube? Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Are you doing like fishing stuff? I'm going to subscribe right now. Eating like a king's fish or eating like kings. Is that you? If that's you, I'll show you. I want to see what you look like. Anyway, it's always nice to see that stuff. You guys all know what I look like. I'm at a disadvantage. So main catch, we got to see if that's you. Then we'll take a second and we'll watch a quick minute of your fishing videos. That's great, and I'm happy, dude. I'm happy to have any portion of the inspiration for you to do that. So it's great, man. I love guys starting their channels. Like, dude, for years, man, I talked about doing this for a while. And then even once I had a channel, I talked about doing a podcast for a year. I'm going to do my podcast, and I would be getting ready for it and planning for it and taking notes and doing. And then one day I just said, I fucking had it. You guys remember? I literally said, I don't care what it looks like. I'm doing it. I have to start. And that's what I tell everybody. If you're thinking of doing it, just do it. Don't worry about the wrong mic. Don't worry about the wrong this, the wrong that. Just start doing it. You'll learn as you go. And that's literally what I did. You guys remember that? You want to see? Is that him? The main catch? I want to make sure. But all right, let me show you this, and then I'll show you the main catch. So I'm going to show you guys episode 1 of GreenBean's Jets Pod. Here, we'll go to just real quick. I want to show you what the hell it looks like. It's like you want to talk about different. Here we go. Let's see. So I'll show you guys real fast. This is where it all started. Awesome. Jeremy says it's you. All right, awesome. We're going to do that. We'll take a second and look at a little main catch video, right? Why not? All right, here it is, episode 1 of GreenBean's Jets Pod. This is what, now remember, I was living in my RV. I'm down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I just was inside the RV. I picked up everything, my mic, my camera, and I walked outside right on the side of the RV and fucking did it. That's what I did. So here it is, episode 1. We won't watch the whole thing, of course, but.
So
Here it is.
what's up, everybody? This is GreenBean. This is the beanbag, and this
That's
is my
that's right.
first ever attempt.
I was calling it the beanbag at the time. Who knew? I didn't know it was GreenBean's Jets Pod yet. It was the beanbag. So here we go.
At podcasting on my own. As far as
See,
who
bad
I
cut.
am and all that jazz, a lot of you know me. I've been around the Jets since 1982.
I go through the whole story, right? So we don't got to do all that. But yeah, so that look how shitty it looks. I'm wearing my cousin Eddie hat because I was living in an RV, and we did our Christmas cards like either that day or that week or something. You know, and we took the scene Shitters Full, from Cousin Eddie. Cousin Eddie Shitter was full. So we did our Christmas card. It was a play on that. So I wore my Cousin Eddie hat. And I just threw it on and recorded. So that's it, man. You just start. All right, let's take a look at the main catch. This is one of our buddies, man. He's been in here with us all the time. Let's see which one. My first time fishing from a kayak. Let's look at bass fishing in the Sandy. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. It's our buddy. I got to get the music off, though. I'm nervous. Let's see if we start talking. Main catch. There he is. Yeah.
I'm Derek Luker. You're watching the main catch.
I love it. Derek
down the Sandy
Luker.
River. Doing some afternoon fishing. It's probably around 5:30 right now. Sun's going down sooner and sooner every day.
Let's watch some fish real fast. We can't spend too much time, but this is great. You see, I subscribed to it. Look, you caught a fish. All right. What are you doing with it? You didn't eat it? You should have bit its head off. I thought you were supposed to eat it right away. I don't know about fishing. Look at him. He looks like he knows what he's doing up there in Maine. Look at him. He's just pulling fish out of the lake. I love it. Good for you, dude. I love it. Everybody, if you got it in your heart to go over there and subscribe to The Main Catch on YouTube, I'm sure it would be greatly appreciated by our friend. Congrats, man. Good for you. I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see you do that. Again, it's all about starting. If you want to do it, just start. It'll take it where it goes. You know what I mean? It'll go where it goes. Just start. Jay Taylor checking in. I wonder if this is Jason Taylor. I was watching you guys on the panel. Can't wait for this one to be over so I could get some good sleep. I'm telling you, I'm exhausted, dude. I really am. What do you think the trade compensation will be? All right, that's a great question, man. So I think the thing to me is I've had trouble the whole time. Like with all these conversations we've had, I've been thinking that the trade compensation would be our first round pick the whole time. Like, how do you get a Hall of Fame guy, two-time MVP 2 years ago, 3,800 yards last year, 26 touchdowns, 12 just last year? How do you get that quarterback without giving up at least a first? Now, the other side is all the money. There's a lot of money. So they get the benefit of relinquishing all that. Not all of it. They still have to eat something. But so the fact that we're going to assume all that later debt, the dead cap and all that stuff, it brings it down somewhat. But I don't know. I still have trouble thinking that it's not going to be just pick 13 straight up. Pick 13, Aaron Rodgers, done. Now, some people are saying maybe a second or third this year and a conditional pick next year that could go as high as a first if we win the Super Bowl or whatever. Or, he's got to at least play next year. So that's possible. Here's what I think it will end up being. I think it's going to be our second round pick this year. And this is because I'm buying into what everybody's saying. I think it's our second round pick this year and maybe a conditional pick next year. Or maybe we do this. Maybe we see some players swap. Corey Davis, I think, is going to be involved. I also think maybe Bakhtiari, the left tackle, might be involved. So maybe they want Corey Davis and Carl Lawson. Do you do that? Maybe they want Corey Davis and Michael Clemens. Now, look, we all love Michael Clemens and we love Carl Lawson but like, think about this. If you could give them, and this is just hypothetically, we're talking, if you could give them, let's say a third round pick, not even, let's say you give them Corey Davis and Carl Lawson for Aaron Rodgers. And then maybe like a late round fourth, something like that. Sucks to lose Carl Lawson. Sucks to lose Corey Davis. We already replaced him with Alan Lazard, so there's that. But do you do that? Instead of giving them a second and a conditional? So that's the thing. You might be able to get away with some of that stuff, man. And then we get that cap room. Because look, if we were to, and again, just hypothetical, I'm not saying that this is what I want to do, but you get that cap room. Corey Davis is 10.5. Carl Lawson is 15 and change. That's $25 million. That covers Aaron Rodgers this year plus $10 million to do what you want. You go get somebody else. You go pay Connor McGovern or whatever the hell you want to do. See what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think I go all over the place with this one. I can see it going all over. But again, for me, what I thought it was going to be is pick 13. That's what I thought. Nice and clean. and it gets it done. But yeah, thank you, Jay Taylor. Phenom checking in. What's up? He says, hey, GreenBean, Dom C should be the fourth man live draft show. IJS. What does that mean? Injustice for all. What does IJS mean? I'm just silly. What does that mean? Well, Dom will be stopping by, I'm sure. I'm just saying. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy's a young old man. He's a younger old than I am. Rob V says, Main Catch got 10 subs in 10 seconds. Nice. Amazing. I love that stuff. Let's all go. We could get him 330 subs. And while you're at it, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, it's a good idea to do that too. It's greatly appreciated. Plus, you can join the Stream Beaners and you can get into the beanbag and get our breakdowns and everything going. It's such a good time, man. We hang out all the time in there. Even without me, like I hang out certain days with them all the time, and I pop in all the time too. But they have a whole other world going on without me in the beanbaggers. It's fucking great. I check in, there's 50 different things going on that I have to catch up on. It's the truth. But here's the thing. Dom C is going to be at least on the draft show, I imagine. I don't know if we have his slot yet, but we give out slots. You know, there's certain slots for the draft show, and we have different guests come on, whether it's Boy Green, whether it's Jake Assman, or, you know, Richie, or, you know, the JetX guys. You know what I mean? We'll have all those guys on. So Dom C, look, Dom C is my boy. You guys know that. I release his stuff on this channel. So I'm always good with more Dom C action. What is this? Los Dolphinaticos Canal, a.k.a. the Dolphin Maniac, CH. Jets org Ams fan kissing a rod butt. This is the most ridiculous collection of words and letters I've seen in years. Isn't it? What the fuck is this? Los Dolphinaticos Canal, a.k.a. the Dolphin Maniacs. Jets org Ams fast kissing a rod butt. I don't know. I don't know what to make out of it. I don't know. This is one of the best things ever. Me and Ket said that first one's the video that got you going. Interesting. JW says, hit the like button. That's right. Milk thumbs, we call it here. Milk thumbs. Sir Robin, where you been? I haven't seen Sir Robin in a minute. Sir Robin was when I had 10 people in here, Sir Robin was in there. Truth. I remember because I love the song. In brave Sir Robin ran away. It was a very brave retreat. You remember that one? You know the deal. He says he stopped wondering about Rodgers as soon as I saw that the Jets signed Alan Lazard. It does kind of lead you to believe, doesn't it? But the thing is, we don't know. We still know. It's like you can't make any assumptions. It's scary. It's scary, man. It's scary to think of. Like, as soon as we make an assumption, like, look, I'll be honest, don't tell anybody, but I'm confident too. I am. But I can't allow myself to just believe it, though. I can't. I just can't. I can't do it because it makes me friggin' too nervous. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, did I miss Timmy Land Jones? Let me see. Timmy, did I get your, did I don't even remember getting. Let me see here. Leo, I did. BG the Kid, I did. There's Timmy. Did I do this one? I always support when I can catch live. Thank you. Rodgers is coming. Lazard is an upgrade over Davis. Dolphins suck. I don't know. I'm sorry, Timmy. I think I ended up skipping this. My bad, dude. And I'm glad I caught it. I hope you're still here. Let me see if Timmy's still here. Hold on. I know how to find out. He is. Hey. There it is. That's for you. So yeah, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, the Dolphins suck. Yeah, I agree 100%. They're my most hated team, although the Patriots are giving me more reason to, and they've inspired more hate of late, right? And by late, I mean the last 2 decades. But Lazard is an upgrade over Davis. Now, look, we were looking at it earlier, but I'll show you right now. You guys want to see? I mean, it's not even up for debate, guys. It's not. People, I mean, there was a discussion going on earlier. I don't think he's really an upgrade. Well, you can think whatever we want. You know what I mean? But when you take a look at it, just look. And that's not including the benefit of, the quarterback is specifically asking for this wide receiver. Well, what does that mean? That has to be that's obviously makes it even more valuable. Again, there's more to it than just the numbers. We know this. But look, Corey Davis is 28. Okay, he's 28 years old. Former first-round pick, Corey Davis. Corey Damon Davis, all right? Now, last year, he missed 4 games. The year before, he missed, 8 games. The year before that, he missed 2 games, but that was the COVID year. He only missed because of COVID. Year before that, he had 15, then 16, then 11. So since he's been here, he's missed a lot of time. So there's that. But here's what he's provided us. 34 receptions for 492 yards and 4 touchdowns with 23 first downs in 2021. And that's with being Zach's favorite target. Last year, he gave us 32 receptions for 536, 2 touchdowns, and 28 first downs. See how many drops he has. How many drops is he credited with, this fucking guy? Hold on. Where is it? Come on. Is it over here? Touches. Let me see. They might not have it on here. They usually do. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Drops. They're only crediting him with 2 drops last year. That doesn't seem right. But the year before, he had 5 drops. You see that? 5 drops, 2 of which ended up being interceptions. At least 2. So he had a drop percentage of 8.5%. Last year, 3.1%. Significant improvement. But look, he's not the best broken tackler. See this? 1 broken tackle last year. 1. So as soon as he catches it, as soon as he gets hit, he's down. It's another thing. All right? So let me get down here. Hold on. And then we'll take a look at Lazard. So you can see very clearly what Corey Davis has given us. Now the future's not written. So he could very well go to another team and catch 115 catches for 1,800. Yeah, he can, of course, right? He's got talent and nobody's saying that. But as far as what it is that we're looking at, what he's provided us for the last 2 years versus what Alan Lazard can provide. All right. And again, you have to include the fact that Aaron Rodgers is specifically asking for him to come here. That has value. And that comes with, Aaron Rodgers knows him. He knows exactly what he's going to do. They have the rapport. He doesn't have to, like Aaron Rodgers had to develop rapport with 3 new receivers last year. And it clearly impacted him. And he was like, he said that. He said as much. It's like, I don't want to be part of a rebuilding situation. Now, Garrett Wilson's so good, that's fine. But, you know what I mean? He's going to have to develop a new team. So he's going to have to do that at some level. But if he can bring in a few guys that he already knows are top-notch, my guys, it's going to help him. So that has value. But let's just look at it. He's 1 year younger than Corey Davis. Not anything to get crazy over. Still younger. Oh, hold on. Let me see. He's 6'5", 227. What was Corey Davis again? So Corey Davis is 6'3", 209. Good blocker. We know that. But Alan Lazard is 6'5", 227 and a good blocker. So, he's got 20 more pounds on him, 2 more inches on him. Bigger dude. This is a tight end almost, really. All right. So here's what he did the last 2 years. Where is it? Okay, over here. So he had 40 receptions. Remember, Corey Davis had 34 that year for 400 and change. He had 40 for 513. So not many more, 6 more catches. But here's the thing. Those 6 catches were 4 more touchdowns and more first downs, but it's same pocket. But then there's last year. He had 60 catches, which is a significantly different thing, for almost 800 yards, 6 touchdowns, 45 first downs. Now let's take a look at his drop. I think he had a few more drops last year. Right. So look, he had 1 drop in 2021, but last year he had 6 drops. And that goes with, look, he saw 40 more attempts, right? 40 more. So he dropped the ball 5 more times. Let's look at his broken tackle. He doesn't break many tackles either. 1. So he's kind of that big guy. They're both that big guy, contested catch, kind of, running, catching it, falling down. That's kind of where they are. They're both similar in that respect. And then he's got a couple rushes, nothing to write home about, but he can do it, right? So do you see it? I mean, it's undeniable that he's an upgrade. Now, you could argue not much of an upgrade, but then when you add, except for last year, they're not even in the same. 32 receptions, 60 receptions. It's a whole different thing. 2 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, a whole different thing. But when you add, again, the comfort level, the rapport, the Aaron Rodgers knows his work ethic, everything, he knows who he is, and he wants him. That takes what this numeric upgrade is and adds to it significantly. So that's the thing. He's a bigger deal. Google says, can there just be one big stream when the trade finally goes instead of fucking 20? The problem with that is everybody wants it to be their channel, right? That's the whole thing. I hear you. Did you notice yesterday? I don't know if you noticed this, Google. I went live before free agency. I knew that Ryan was going to be live. O'Leary was going to be live. I knew that Richie was going to be live. I believe Jake was live. I just said, I'm going to leave them to it. I'm not going to jump into that mix. I'm just not. I'm not going to do that. I know I'd get more views, and I know it, but I'm just going to do a little pre-warm-up stream. I did 2 hours? Soon as noon came around, I just said, hey, everybody go over here. I didn't know Ryan was going to be live. I knew that he would eventually, but I didn't know he was going to go at 12. So I told everybody to go to O'Leary. And then I backed out. I said, guys, have at it. And then I bounced around from Ryan to O'Leary. I ended up staying with O'Leary more because I started cooking and I just put on a channel and it was O'Leary. And I was making roasted chicken, which was banging, by the way, dude. One of the best chickens I've ever made. No doubt. It was unbelievable. I'll tell you. Anthony Mazzella says, Dolphins are on their last limb. Who knows what Tua's future is? And they are going to spend a big bag on Ramsey. I know they're trying, right, man? Dude, they've done a lot. These last 4 years, they've done a lot. It all started with the Tunsil trade. Numerous first. Dude, they lost that pick for the Brady. How can you possibly take a pick from the Dolphins and suspend their owner and not even give Brady nothing? How? He's not the other guy. If it's real, then he's involved. Nothing. Nope, not our Tom Brady, not our little boy, our baby. We love Tom. We love Tom. Phenom says Lazard is the big wide receiver we need in the running game and the passing game. Yeah, I mean, again, we know that Corey Davis is good too. So is Denzel Mims. But you see, Lazard is offering you more while still providing that. That's the thing. Carmelo says Corey Davis is dependable to come up with the third and long. Yeah, I mean, he's done a good job. But again, so does Lazard. Look at the first downs. You know, he has 45 first downs last year. 45, dude. That's a lot. All right, I see a super chat from Chode. What's up, Chode? Thank you for the super chat. You have effectively cut the line. Los Delfines, Casi Chupone. What is this, Chode? I don't know what this is. What are you doing to me? Can't wait for Rodgers to pick the Dolphins apart like a cheap honey bun. Is that what it says? Is that what it says? I don't know. I don't know what I don't even know. What is that? Latin? What is that? Chinese, man? I don't know. I just got to trust him that's what it is. Now, I'm with you, though, on the second half of what you're saying, Mr. Uglis. I can't wait for Rodgers to pick the Dolphins apart, too. Now, they added Ramsey, but that's all right. Garrett Wilson's going to fucking torch Ramsey. I have every confidence that Garrett Wilson is going to make Ramsey look like he's too old to play the game of football. That's what he's going to do. Tammy McDaniel. Wow, this is coming from Tammy means something. I'm going to let you in on a secret. The Jets are going to shock the NFL this coming year. That's right. We're going right to the Super Bowl. And we're going to look back at this last 10 years as the dark ages. That's what we're going to do. The dark ages, guys. That's what we're going to look. What's up? No pain, no gain. Jonathan Dill, somehow you think I said anything about Elijah Moore. I didn't say anything about Elijah Moore. I was talking about Corey Davis. He says, I'm sorry, but Lazard is not better than Moore. He is a solid number 3 at best, and this coming from a Finn fan. Don't buy. I mean, who said anything about Elijah Moore, number one? Number two, with all due respect, while I feel confident about Elijah Moore too, he hasn't done anything to prove that. I mean, he had a 5-game stretch his rookie year where he looked unfucking believable. Other than that, he's kind of been pedestrian. 3 catches here, 2 catches there. Now, a lot of that has to do with quarterback play and offensive coordinator and a baloney. So, yeah, I mean, I am of this thought that Elijah Moore is ready for a breakout as well. But that's all conjecture. It's all opinion and prediction. Lazard has shown on a more consistent basis for 4 years. He gave 35, 33, 40, and 60 receptions. 24 first downs, 23 first downs, 28 first downs, 45 first downs. The last 2 years, he has 14 touchdowns. Elijah Moore, the last 2 years, has 6. So again, I'm in Elijah Moore's corner too, but this idea like that Lazard has no value. I mean, yeah, sure, he's a number 3 receiver. Guess what? You need those guys. They're good. I'm really hoping Elijah Moore becomes something, but we don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know. The main catch checking back in. All right, buddy. Thank you, man. I appreciate all this. Thank you all so much, Jets family. GreenBean, thank you so much. Can't wait for tomorrow when we sign Rodgers. All heck will break loose. Good for you. Yeah, man. It's going to be fun. I hope you got 100 subs. That's what I hope. Or more. Don't forget, it takes a second. Head over to the main catch on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and come on back. That's all it takes. Jam Dandy wants to know if I've ever considered a cooking with green beans side channel. I'm not the best cook. You want to hear something funny? My wife brings it up every now and again. When I met her, like I was a bad drug addict, right? And I was like homeless and I had a bunch of lies and fairy tales that I told people. One of them was that I was a chef. I used to say that. Now, I could cook a little bit. I knew how to fry an onion. You know what I mean? I knew how to do some things. But every now and then I would get caught, So I would say something like, I went to Johnson and Wales. Now, interestingly, Johnson and Wales is a very well-respected culinary school in upstate New York. But where I went to rehab in Miami, there happens to be another Johnson and Wales. So I didn't know that. So I was talking some shit. I was saying this obscure culinary school up from New York. I went to Johnson and Wales, and I happened to be among droves of Johnson and Wales students. Oh, really? And which professor did you? I got caught. And then my wife said to me one time, we weren't married yet. I was like making her a chicken dinner. And she said to me one day, she goes, because I was still telling her that I said I didn't finish culinary school. I blew it, but I was trained and everything, and I know what I'm doing. I know how to cook. One day she said to me, and it all came out. She goes, you use a lot of salad dressing with your meats. You don't make your own sauces and marinades? Didn't they teach you that? And she's like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, that's what I do. It's my secret. I take a little Caesar dressing. I throw it in there and I fucking mix it all up. I throw a little salt, little pepper, maybe chop up some herbs and throw it in there so it looks substantial. Voila. People are like, wow, this is amazing. You made this? Yes, I did. You use a lot of salad dressing. I noticed. I'm like, why are you watching? You're not supposed to watch a cook. You're not supposed to watch me. So I got busted. Oh, look at this. Mark says, I literally graduated from Johnson and Wales in Providence, Rhode Island. So that's where it was, in Rhode Island. Maybe there's one in New York. Maybe that's the one. But I knew it was up in that area, like that north of where I was in New Jersey. Amazing. You see? So I was talking shit, man. I got busted, Mark. Busted hard a couple of times. And then I realized I had to stop with that story, that fantasy that I was telling people for years. For years, dude. And the thing is, I got away with it because most people, they don't know shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make you dinner. Come on over to my apartment. Me and my girlfriend's out there entertaining, pouring glasses of wine, cutting up little line of cocaine for everybody. We're doing that on a dinner party. And then here comes GreenBean with plates of chicken and all kinds of fun stuff. And they're like, this is amazing. That's right. It's amazing. Fucking 7 C's. This Newman's Own. Newman's Own had their great recipe, And again, I would chop up some herbs and, I would, get garlic, mix. So you'd see like real nice slices of garlic and herbs and onions and all. So it would look legit. But all I was doing, big bottle of salad dressing. Ranch. I would put the ranch dressing on there. I would put like maybe a little hot sauce in it to make it red or something like that. And then I would put it all in and I'd bake it. And it looked like this. And, dude, it was like, believe me, man, it looked legit. If you didn't know what you were looking at, it was like, it's like watching a guy in a movie play guitar and he's singing to his girlfriend, baby, you're the beautiful thing that I love. And most people, they don't play guitar. So they think, yeah, it looks great. Me, I'm a guitar player. I go, oh, fucking guy, you just learn where the damn keys are. It bothers me when I see it. My daughter's the same way with horses. She's like, oh, obviously that's the stunt double. He doesn't know how to ride. It's like a whole thing. Well, like a chef sees what I'm making. And they're like, dude, what is this garbage? What is this, McDonald's? And I'm like, hey, GreenBean, hey, how do you do? But I got busted it. So, yeah. Hawk smokes pot with Rob Johnson and Johnny Wales every friggin' day. in 10th grade. That's funny. Johnson in Wales, baby. Sauce can teach me how to do it, Leo. Infrared saying, let's roll out the red carpet for A-Rod. Well, listen, I know a lot of us are feeling like this is bullshit. It's taken too long. And like I've shared with you guys, a lot of that is us. Really, nothing's like there's no real dicky length of time. The Jets just went and saw him last week. Tomorrow is a week ago. Wednesday, I believe it is. And yesterday was day one of the negotiating period. So it's like we're only really, you know what I mean? It's not that long for a huge decision like this. A lot of details and everything. But if he comes out tomorrow on Pat McAfee and says, I am going to go to the New York Jets, the trade is official. These last couple of days are going to just evaporate, and it's going to be on like Donkey Kong infrared. It's going to be a whole different thing, man. We're going to have a real franchise quarterback. And look, maybe he crashes and burns. He sucks, maybe, but it's unlikely. And we have talent on this team. All we need is a quarterback that can utilize it. And we tweak here, tweak there, sure. We need a quarterback that can utilize it. And Aaron Rodgers is that quarterback. DJ Gig says Gordon Ramsay would approve. Yeah, take that bottle of 7 C's Italian dressing. That's what. Go ahead, buddy. Use a little sprinkled garlic powder on there. You're good. Gordon Ramsay approved. Oh. I do have a decent voice. I was a singer, Tammy. You didn't know that? I was a singer for a long time. You know all the music that you guys hear in my stuff? That's my band, my old band years ago. Interestingly, the one that I used for the Jets pod, that I'm not on that one. That one was written by my guitar player, and I had just left the band when he made that, but I loved it, so I took it. And I didn't take it. I asked him if I could use it. So that one I'm actually not playing on, but I have all kinds of stuff that I put in. Those are all my old bands. Like, look, how you see? Nope, don't do that. Let me see here. I'll show you a new, I'll show you one. I got it on Dom C's. I'm putting it at the end of Dom C's videos. Boop, boo, doo. I'll show you. Where's Dom C's? I got Dom C, his own little, his own thread here, his own playlist. There he is. So look, we'll do this. Let me see. I think I put it into this one. Let me see. All right. Yeah, it is my old.
Next time, Jets fans,
right.
Have a good one. Eats Goth and Green. I would love to see him on the New York Jets. So until next time,
Me on guitar.
Jets fans, have a good one.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's what I do, Tammy. But thank you. I do appreciate it. Phil's awake. What are you doing? Phil is
Greatest
crazy.
co-host
Oh,
in the
Jeremy. In the world. Let me give him a light. There he is. Damn, Jeremy. Yelling at Watt. Look at Watt 2K dancing. These guys are hilarious. That was fun. Just landed on that mess. That's great. Jeremy's channel, another one. If you don't support Jeremy and Watt 2K, you should. They're great. JW checking in. Thank you, buddy. I sincerely appreciate that. That's a nice big super chat. Thank you. Thanks for everything, GreenBean. Started my Twitter end of October while watching you and Jeremy during the games. Can you give me a shout out, Joe Jets fan 1? On Twitter? Sure. As a matter of fact, Joe from Joe Jets fan. Let's see. Hold on. I just want to say What's up to my buddy at Joe Jets fan 1. There you are. I see you. I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be anything without you. See that? What do you think of that? And I'll put a bunch of hashtags in there, Jets. Here we go, Joe. We're going to do this, baby. New York Jets football. That's trending. We'll do a little take flight action. Take flight. And we'll do what else? We'll do another NFL. There we go. NFL. Here you go. I just want to say what's up to my buddy Joe Jet. Yep. Without. All right. There you go. Shout out. Shout out. Done, buddy. There you go. That's a and look, don't forget right here. JW. Let's all give him I gotta follow you now. Shit, don't I? Let me see. I gotta find you. Joe Jets fan. There you go. Yeah, I gotta follow you though. There you go. Now I'm following you, Joe. Joe J. J Joe. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on, all right? It's like you don't think I do that, but I do it. I like, remember Jingle Dubs was just JW for years. He was just JW, and I started calling him Jingle Dubs. Jingle Dubs, and he fucking changed his name to it. So now you're J-Joe. J-Joe W. There it is. There he is. See if I can remember that. J-Joe W. That's you for me. I love it. J-Joe W. That's right. We're in. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. I do. And everybody, if you're out there on Twitter, go and give JJoW a little follow at Joe Jets Fan 1. He's got 494 followers. You're on there. You're in the pocket, man. But thank you, dude. You're the best. I appreciate it. Rick checking in. You just described American restaurant cuisine. Love your cut a gib. Fight the good a jib, actually. Yeah, it's funny, man. I know it's really true, dude. I mean, obviously not everywhere, right? But dude, let me just tell you, there is so much garbage out there. I'm actually in the process. I started it yesterday. I'm cleaning myself, right? I'm cleansing my body. This is I've gone down in nicotine and I've kind of cut it in half. I didn't vape for most of the day and everything. So I'm phasing this out like I told you guys I am, right? This is my second energy drink this week when I used to drink 2 per stream, right? So I'm doing all that stuff. And one of the things I'm trying to do, Rick, I'm trying to cut out that illusion of food being good food. When I know, like, you just look at it. Like, number one, if it's not whole foods, then there's garbage in it. 99 out of 100 times. They say, oh, super healthy bullshit food. And you go, ooh, it's super healthy bullshit food. It's not. You turn it around and there's fucking sodium glutamate and benzoate and all kinds of stuff. What is that? I don't know what that is. Who made that? Where is it? What does it do? Nobody knows. I don't want it. So what I'm getting back to is chopping up my own vegetables, taking garlic, taking onions. Now, I still use powders and shit because I'm not a chef. Garlic powder, onion powder, that's fine. Hopefully, I can get to a point where I'm not using that stuff anymore. That'd be great. I have my rosemary plant outside. I have my thyme plant outside. I'm going to have all this stuff. I got all of it going, man. I'm all ready. We're going to have a farm here. I get my chickens in 2 weeks. So I'm going to have my own eggs. Like, that's where I'm going, Rick. And it takes a minute. But right now I'm involved in the cleanse. I'm just starting the cleanse. I'm not even in the cleanse, but in 2 weeks, I'm going to go down to Florida with a couple of friends of mine, close friends, like real deal, inner circle friends. And then we're going to do a spiritual thing in the woods. It's Florida, so it's not really woods, but it's like in the mangroves on the beach, like south of Miami. On the beach in like a nature place, and it's going to be a whole thing. And then I'm going to come back and be like, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to be like. So hopefully you guys like it, but that's it, Rick, because you're right. Restaurants in Jersey, they go, fine Italian restaurant. Dude, they buy their shit from a Cisco truck. They don't even make their own meatballs. The sauce is pre-made. It's bullshit, most of it. And it's a shame. Now, that's not to say there aren't fantastic restaurants doing everything the right way. Thing is, you just got to find them. You got to know the difference, man. You know what I mean? You have a young chef, or not even a chef, a young cook and an entrepreneur doing it the right way, working his ass off, spending more money on the good ingredients. Find him, find her. And that's the place where you give your money to. Don't stop by not everybody's created equal. And when you give your money to these chains, BJ's fucking brew house, and dude, those places, everything's frozen. It's made in a factory. They essentially heat it up there, man. Believe me, Applebee's, all that stuff. It's garbage. Just so you know, I love it. It's garbage, but I love it. And so I have to consciously not eat it. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Rick, you're so right. And thank you. Dave, wait, hold on, Mean Catch. I see Dave wants to know if I'm doing the dark retreat. Jim Dandy too, right? No, I'm not doing the darkness retreat. I'm too scared to do that. Honestly, I don't know what's in here. I have lots of traumas and shit, guys. Like, that's the truth. I had a very, very rough childhood. Like, really. I'll put my childhood up against most as far as abuse and all that kind of shit. Not everybody. I believe me. I was I'm a therapist and I ran addiction treatment centers for years, and the stories I hear, man, fucking literally make me cry. Literally cry when I hear these stories. I can't, but I'm still in there. Believe me, my story could make people cry too. So that all said, I got a lot in here. So I just need to tap into something. But 4 days in the darkness with this guy, I couldn't handle it. I know I couldn't. I would lose my mind. I'd leave. I know I would. So it's not even, it's a waste of time for me to do that, because I know I'd bail because I'm too scared of myself. That sounds crazy to say it like that. It's hard. But it's the truth, you know? No, I hope to get there. Like I've shared with you guys, I've been craving a silent retreat for years, where you just go for like a weekend or a week and you just no speaking. I like that. And that's, equal impact, like a kind of an impact, but darkness, dude. Monsters in the dark, bud. There's monsters in there. Believe me. I might have brought them in there with me, but they're in there. The Main Cat's checking back in. He says, I got to go, unfortunately. I'm an appliance repairman with 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 twin boys. Twins, man, you're nuts. Thank you for the support, GreenBean, JETS, Chat. Well, thank you for sharing all that with us tonight, man. I'm glad we found your channel. Guys, don't forget, he's one of us, man. He's been here since the beginning. If we can support one of our own, in my opinion, we should do it. You can go to the Main Catch on YouTube. Just go over there now. Give him a little subscribe and bounce, come back and hang out with us. But, you subscribe. So when he makes videos, YouTube will suggest it. Then we can watch some stuff. He's fishing out there. He's doing some fishing. Maybe we learn a thing or two from the Main Catch. But hey, man, get some sleep. And keep taking care of those kids. You're dad. You're always going to be dad to them. They don't know you. They know you as dad. So you got to be dad. Right? Be the best damn dad they've ever seen. That's what I do. I know my kids don't know me like me. They know dad. So I got to be dad. It's my number one thing that I do on a daily basis is my dad, being a dad. Number one. Nothing else that touches it. Except next to it is being a husband. And I fucking suck at that. But the dad thing, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Husband, maybe not so much. I'm working on it. My wife is significantly better than I am, but that's good. That's a good thing. At least from my angle. From hers, not so much. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Who's Kareem yelling at? He says, I can't understand what you're saying because you type like a 5-year-old. Spell words right. Use punctuation. Yeah, dude, Kareem, don't get snagged on that one, buddy. You got to let go of that shit. It's like, when people use the wrong versions of to or there, you can't get hung up on that shit in this world. Can't. Now at work, sure. Here, in chats and tweets, and I see people doing that all the time, Kareem. Like, hey, dude, wrong this. I'm like, that's called the weeds. We're getting snagged in the weeds, man. Dad forever, main catch. Right on, bro. I don't know what you're thinking having twins, though, bro. That's a ballsy move. I know you probably didn't plan it, but still. My friend is having twins any minute. Oh, my gosh. Imagine that. Like one day you have whatever, and then one day you have 2 kids. And they look just like each other if they're identical. Instantly, 2 of the same kid, and they're different. Oh, my God. I don't know how to do it. I don't know, man. You got it, balls. Good for you, man. It's the best. I had another friend with twins. Sweethearts. All right, it's 12:12, Margolay Lanky. Let's see what else we got. Well, not anymore. I'm sorry I missed that. Any taco truck he sees, right? Doa wedge, right? Well, let me say this. A lot of the time, those little taco trucks, there's a little Hispanic woman from Mexico, or maybe even maybe sometimes it's not Mexico, but like I have a Honduras truck. I have them like here in Charlottesville. They're the best tacos in Charlottesville are a truck, no doubt. There's no question. There's no argument. The best tacos in Charlottesville are a little truck, and then right next to it is a truck from Honduras, and they have interesting stuff too. Right? Really nice people. And the thing is, at those places, I can't guarantee it, but a lot of the time, they're the ones using the right stuff. And that's why they can't afford to have a brick and mortar place. You know what I mean? Because they're paying too much for the ingredients and they're just doing it the right way. And again, I can't speak for all food trucks. I guarantee there's a bunch of shitbags and food trucks out there too. Believe me. But, you got to find it, man. You take a minute and you find the right place. You find the people sacrificing to do it right. And you support that. I know it's easier to pull into Taco Bell. And I'd be lying if I told you I didn't do that. I do it. But that's the thing. I've been weaning that out of my life for a long time. I don't go to fast food. I go to fast food 5% of what I used to. Terrible. What's up, Jason? Hi. Says, hey, Green. Hey, what's up? GreenBean, Paris says I probably make my wife and I laugh all day. That's what we do. My wife's the funniest person I know. And we laugh all day. That's the thing. That's what it is. We have problems like everybody else. We communicate and we laugh. Everything else can be taken care of. John Cosenza says, you really think we're getting this announcement? Yeah, I do. I think that. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Kareem lives off fast food. Yeah, I could tell by your anger. You're so touchy, Kareem. Sheesh. Fucking lay it down. Let go. I eat fast food all day. Fuck you. Hey, man, that's what you want to do. It's what you want to do. Whatever. I'm just saying. There's it's what we're giving our money to. Sure, it's fast. Sure, it's delicious. But they know exactly how to do it. It's a science project. They know that the things that are going to spark your brain into believing that it's the best thing, extra salt, extra sugar, the cheeses are low-grade opiates. It's a whole thing, dude. They know exactly what they have studied you. They know exactly what they're doing. I love it. Taco Bell in particular. Taco Bell and McDonald's, dude. And I see... So I get it. I'm not judging. Believe me, man. Paris says Taco Bell or Del Taco. We don't have Del Taco out here. That's California. It might be down south too, but I think of Del Taco as out west, right? Arizona, California. I like Del Taco is better than Taco Bell, but Taco Bell's the shit. Let's see. Whose party am I going to? I have no idea. I don't know. I probably bounce around. I don't know. I'll probably go live at some point tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? I don't know. Jacob says, what the fuck is Del Taco? Well, Jacob, you gotta, when you travel a little bit, you see that stuff. It's like down in Florida, there's Pollo Tropical, right? It's a chicken restaurant. It's great. Rice, big portions, but it's garbage. Trust me. They cook it. At least there's that, but it's all GMO. It's all hormones. It's all that stuff. Big, huge chickens, chicken breasts this big. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. But it's good. It tastes good. But out in California, similar chain, but different. It's a Pollo Loco, the crazy chicken. Down there, it's a tropical chicken. Down there, it's the crazy chicken. So it's the same kind of stuff, Restaurant Depot. Right, Matt? That's where they get all their shit. A Pollo Loco is good, right, Tammy? Del Taco is good. See, whatever. Which fast food place do you? No matter what you say, Kareem says it sucks. And not just like, I don't like that one. It's terrible. You suck. F-, garbage. Like extremes, man. So what you say you eat fast food every day, you run a 4.2. Which I'll be honest, sounds like horse shit, but whatever, I'll buy it. What's your fast food? Which places do you like that are not terrible? Which place? I'm curious. Sincerely. Finnegan, how about this? You want a bucket of spaghetti, bro? I'm going to show you guys. I never made the video because, quite frankly, it was so I just didn't. I wasn't I was inspired by the idea to do it. But once I tasted it, it was such garbage that I couldn't be inspired to make the video. But I'm going to show you guys what it looked like right now. You guys are going to be the ones. Again, I never put the video out there. The bucket of spaghetti. There is a chain in Arizona called By the Bucket, and it's spaghetti in buckets. Okay? This can't be. What is going on here? How come? Like, I know it's in here. 2021? Maybe. There's that. There's pizza. There's that. There's the other thing. Here's that thing over here. What about that one? This is there. We got the thing that we did there. That's the one. This guy up there. Yeah, there's Sedona. What's going on? Is there? Oh, I see what you're doing, you fucking weird program. All right, so that's Roswell. I went to Roswell. And then we went, let me see, to Sedona after that. Hold on here. There's the place. Hold on, guys. Oh, there it is, By the Bucket. You guys don't believe me. Hey, look, let's see. I made a little, I never showed anybody that. I never even watched it. You want to see it, Finnegan? Here we go. I never watched it. I want to see what Kareem likes, though. Where is he? Did he even reply? Bastard. He tells us our stuff's terrible. He doesn't. I only eat fast food. Talk about KFC, dude. Makes me sick. I can't eat a full sandwich or I like 2 pieces of chicken and I'm physically ill from KFC. I wish it wasn't. I love it. Tastes great, but it's just. All right. So let me show you guys this. Oh, do I have to do that? What is going on here? Let me see. All right, here's my spaghetti by the bucket. Again, I've never shown anybody. All right, I've never even watched it. So let's see what it is. I remember doing it. Looks like a popcorn bucket. There's spaghetti in there. All right, let's see what happens. So if you see one of these, you think, what? Popcorn, right? That's what I think when I see one of these. But this is different. An Arizona specialty, they call it. Look at this. Spaghetti and meatballs by the bucket. This is 1.5 pounds of spaghetti. I got to hang out with the owner of the place. He took me on a tour. I'll show you all about it, but we're just going to go right ahead. Yeah, give me a rock. We're going
and try this stuff. We're just going to see how it is. I saw the whole system.
Can you believe it? Look at this shit.
They steam everything to their perfect al dente, then they shock it so it stops cooking. Then when you walk in, they have it pre-measured, and they just heat it for 15 seconds in the 190-degree water, and here we go. So, we got meatballs. We'll take a meatball.
Let's see if I pretend I like it or not. I have no idea. Like I remember doing this, but I don't remember the details. Look at this shit. My wife's like, she's like, oh God, dude, look at you.
Why don't you just try it?
No Parmesan. What am I doing?
So let's go ahead and try spaghetti by the bucket. Ooh.
Here I am creating the lie. It's garbage. Tasted like fucking sugar snaps.
Decent.
I'm trying. That's as nice as I could be. Decent. Here we go. How's the meatball from a Cisco truck?
Meatball's pretty good.
Bullshit. Liar. That's why I didn't put it out. I knew I was lying. Fuck that guy. Anyway, there it is. There's the food. There you go, Finnegan. That's for you, buddy. I see that, Tammy. I know. I was like, I had to try. I could, dude. I literally saw that. Like we were driving by, whatever, and I was like, it stopped me in my tracks. I'd never seen anything. I said, spaghetti by the bucket. What is that? Yeah, I mean, Jordan, that's what it is. It's again, the pasta was actually cooked well. I mean, it's perfect as far as, what you're looking for, but it's garbage. Everything about it is garbage. I actually asked you want to see the owner? Let me show you guys what the owner looked like. It's funny. It's funny. Let me show you guys. Now, again, I don't make fun of people, and looks are looks, and we are what we are. But I walked in, and this is the guy. Look at him. I said, hey, look at you. By the bucket. Look at that. Familia. Look at that guy. I said, look at you. He's like, look at you. I'm like, yeah, let's hang out. So I went all over the place. I went in the back. Look at that. This is upside down fridge. Here's all this stuff. That's how they do it. Look.
Try it, Tom. I'm psyched.
Tom.
Put this in backwards, Zoni. Yeah, where's the
That's
dot?
the restaurant. I was first. I got there early so I could do this. Anyway, I did a whole thing. I was blown away. Yeah. I mean, look, I'll tell you what. There was a woman that came in while I was there. A woman came in while I was there. He knew her by name. She knew him by name. She's a regular customer. And she said to him and to me, I was like filming and shit. And she said, what are you doing? And I told her. And she said, I wake up and crave this place. It's the best. Because I hadn't tried it. I said, is it good? I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. It's like, it's the best. I wake up and crave this place. And she said, how many times am I here? He said, 2 or 3 times a week. She's there. So out in Arizona, they like it. It's successful. There's like 5 locations. Yeah, eat enough of that, you'd be kicking the bucket. I thought you said licking. I'm telling, but that's the thing. It's like, dude, people, you can't, like the thing, remember the thing with the blue dress? Remember that thing? Remember the blue dress, guys? The blue, some people saw blue and black stripes. Some people saw white and gold stripes. I've never seen the white and gold stripes. My wife sees the white and gold. How the fuck does that, how is that possible? Right? And they explained it scientifically, whatever. Still the pixels and okay, great. Lighting, okay. Still makes zero sense. How can it go from blue and black to white and gold? Right? You guys remember the thing. Right? Here it is. I'll pull it up right now. Here it is. Here's the original photograph of the dress. We can see right now if you guys see white and gold or blue and black. I've never seen white and gold. I stared at this thing a million times. I cannot see white and gold in this thing. I can't. It's blue and black, dude. The top is black, then it's blue, then there's a black stripe, then there's some blue, there's more black. That's what it is to me, right? Some people look at that fucking thing and they think white and gold. So what that showed me, maybe it doesn't show you this, but it shows me we are not necessarily experiencing the same thing. So your preferences, even though to me, I might be like, what are you thinking? Dude, you're seeing something different. So that could definitely apply to taste. It could definitely apply to hearing, right? Right? Look, let's see. Jason says white and gold. You're fucking nuts. Youthphoria, blue and black. Yeah, Matthias says, oh yeah, it's white and gold. White and gold? What are you talking about? Hawk says it too. White and gold. Alien Face says, looks blue and black. Cespos, white and gold. J. Klaus, white and gold. Hennessy says he used to see blue and black. Now he sees white and gold. Dude, you know what? I can almost find gold, like in the very top, like that black section up top. I can almost see like a gold glare on it, a little bit, but white, I can't find it. I can't see that. White and gold. The dress is blue and black. You all blind. See, that's the thing. Kareem doesn't accept that anybody sees anything else, and that's the whole point. If you lower yourself from your perch and you realize that there are billions of us out here, and even though we're generally speaking the same, we all have livers and hearts and 10 fingers, 10 toes, all those kinds of things, unless something happens. Yeah, Richard, you're right. I mean, it's funny. Once you're from the north, you go around and you find Italians really piss poor in most places. But like, you have to realize that even though we're generally the same, dude, we are not necessarily experiencing the same thing, evidenced by this. I cannot see white and gold. Can't do it. Balls be hurting, black and blue. Rob V, white and gold. All I see is white and gold. Slim, I saw white and gold for a split second. Look at him. It's funny. VC, white and gold. That's funny, Slim. It really is. White and gold. Daniel 9, it's blue. I have what it's called Tua brain syndrome. I think you do. I don't know what happened to you, Hawk. I thought we were buds. It's pink and yellow. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. See, Vervain says there's no blue in that dress. Now, you want to know the truth of it? I'm going to tell you guys right now. The dress is in real life. The picture is what skews us, right? There's something about the picture that it just caught it perfectly, that it can do that. But it shows that we see different things. The dress is actually blue. Actually. Matter of fact, let's see. The dress is a viral phenomenon on the internet 2015. Photograph black and blue, white and gold. The phenomenon revealed differences in human color perception, which have been the subject of ongoing scientific investigations. I heard it. Okay, let's see. Origin, let's see. We used to wash out color photograph, tens millions of tweets, blue, black. Eventually confirmed, look, although the dress was eventually confirmed to be colored black and blue, The image prompted much online discussion. So that's the thing. So whatever it is, guys, once again, I'm right. Right? And all my black and bluesies, yeah, we're right. Whoever sees it gold, you're not alone, clearly, but you're wrong. Hennessy, you saw it both ways. That must be trippy. He says it's trippy. GreenBean, if you ever come to LA, I'll take you to some amazing Middle Eastern Armenian places on me. You'll love it. Sounds great, dude. I lived in LA, Eric. So now granted, I was living in my van and I was making porn, so I wasn't necessarily going to the finest restaurants in the world. You know what I mean? But I went to a few. My buddy lived on the street on Melrose and Sweetser there. And Ashton Kutcher had his restaurant right across the street. I'd go in there a couple times. I've been in there a couple times. There are a few on Melrose and stuff. I used to like Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue in LA is a whole different thing, man. It's surprised that's not in more places. Really, when you cook everything you cook, they bring you the raw meat and you cook it on your table. And it's amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, but thank you. I'll take you up on that, Eric. Tarosian. Yeah, man. Eric Tarosian. See, now look, Bino wants to make fun of me, saying my vision's like Blake Bortles, but I already told you. It's confirmed to be black and blue. Those are the real colors. So I saw what's really there. Again, my wife sees white and gold clear. She doesn't see black. She can't see it. I don't know how you guys can see white. Doesn't make any sense to me, everybody. But it's a perception. So what does that tell us, though, right, Vindichin? It's like it should tell us, and everybody should take a little, a nod from this and go, huh, that is fascinating. So if they see black and blue and I see white and gold, then that means if we're both looking at a car or both looking at, we might be literally seeing different things because of how we are perceiving what's in front of us. And that should give us pause. That should give us pause when we're so ready to criticize others. Maybe they're not even seeing anything. Aaron Wilson tweet. What's up with Aaron Wilson? What do we got? Let me see. Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Wilson? Who the hell is that? I cover the NFL. That's a combination of Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson. North Dakota running back Tyler Huseman. Where is it? Aaron Rodgers held a lengthy conversation with a potential Jets free agent target per league source, discussing offensive philosophy, fit, personnel, etc. before veteran lineman agreed to terms with another team per league source. Another indicator of Rodgers' plans. All right, let me get that up here. Hold on. Is that what you were talking about, Jay Taylor? Thank you. Thank you for the heads up, baby cakes. Here it goes. Let's get it up here. I wonder who the lineman is. So here's the tweet in that we're discussing right here. Bears are signing running back Travis Homer to a 2-year deal. That's interesting. But look at this. So here we go again. Aaron Rodgers held a lengthy conversation with a potential Jets free agent target per league source, discussing philosophy, fit, personnel. And then he went and signed with somebody else. So far, Aaron Rodgers ain't all that good in recruiting, huh? But it does show, agreed, another indicator of Rodgers' plans. Rodgers-ish. First of all, Kareem, it's not the black part that's white. It's the blue part that's white for them. For the people that see that, the black is the gold. The blue is the white. It's amazing though, right? I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we did that tonight. Guys, we're going to wrap this one up. We're going to go ahead. I'm exhausted, man. That's funny. Brad, that's what I was, the Ball Star. I was thinking the same thing. Brendel from the Niners, because that's who signed. That's who we were interested in. But what does it mean? Look at this. It just likes going. Look at this. See this thing? 172. Look, people just liking it. I'll like it too. 173. Look at it. 68. Look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 75. This guy's getting action on here, everybody. What about my page? Do I have any action? Johnny Appleseed, what's he doing? Yeah, that's a good point. Johnny Appleseed talking about Odell Beckham Jr. says he's exactly the type of guy Douglas spent his first 2 years getting rid of. That's right. That's right. That was awesome, Rob. I agree. That was awesome. Guys, listen, have a great rest of your evening. It's late in the morning. It's 1 a.m. We did 2.5. What did we do? At 10:40, we saw 2 hours. We did 2 hours tonight. Not bad. You guys are the best, and I'll see you tomorrow, man. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. We got a whole fun day packed full of Aaron Rodgers bullshit. Let's see how it goes. With that all said, guys, don't forget to like the video. Give me the milk thumbs and subscribe if you can. If you want to support the channel and get some extra benefit out of it, you can join the Stream Beaners right here, or you can join the Bean Baggers. Link is in the description, and you get all sorts of good shit with that one. Tiers 2 and 3 is where the action really is, but level 1, you get some stuff too. But it helps the channel. It keeps me out here, and I appreciate it. Guys, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.
I think he's going to be day one, a violent vertical edge setter.
He's gonna be in the next